All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew episode 949. Oh my goodness, we're almost at 950. Dang, we're almost at 1,000.
That's crazy.
Isn't that bananas? We're gonna hit 1,000 episodes this year, so that's gonna be something. And then I don't know what's after that.
One.
Or do we just stop doing this? Do we just stop? We stop at 1,000?
That would be weird.
We just call it a day. We finish on top.
Dude, I don't.
We go out on our own terms. We're done.
I wouldn't even know what to do with.
I don't know what to do at 10 o'clock at
10
night.
o'clock at night.
It's been 5 years of it. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for being here, because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here, and that's what matters. My name is Andy. I am the guy that answers all the phone calls, text messages, and gets back to you, whether it's on Instagram, the Telegrams, or any of that stuff. But you're not here for me. No, you're here for Brandi. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and her Series 7. And right now, she's an author of a 65 study guide due out sometime. But she is more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know, so that way you two can get a pass notice. And tonight we're going to help you out for the free. We're going to do some test taking techniques. But if you want more, you're like, I need more, we got a whole place for you to be. We got a whole members area, guys. We've been doing testing mastery and test prepping and test mastery, or whatever I call it, all week long. I need to call things easier. I need to call them like ranch dressing or something.
Whatever.
We've been working hard in blue cheese.
It's like,
I need to like hot wing week or something. I don't know. Make it easier for me to say. So I could I'd be like, it's hot wing week, and everybody that knows it's tuned in knows exactly it's testing,
Can we have a vegan week?
Sure. Cauliflower. No one's gonna show up for that. Just saying. 3 vegans starving to death. Yeah. Anyways. All right, everybody. We're so happy that you guys are here, because we are going to do test taking techniques just like we did yesterday. Brandi's going to break off a quiz. She's going to show you how you do that her way, doing very little content. Y'all, wouldn't it be easier? Isn't it easier to get through an exam and have something in your arsenal to where, okay, so what if I know it by content? I got that easy layup, right? But what if I can make a couple shots that I wasn't supposed to make, because I got these techniques in my bag, the ones that confuse you, the ones that are really long, windy, big paragraph, big answer questions, the ones that wear you out just by looking at them. You know what I mean? That make your stomach hurt just by looking at it. You're like, oh my goodness, it's going to take like 10 minutes for me to read this.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be beneficial to have something in your back pocket to be like, I don't even need to read all that. Brandi showed me how to find the keywords and I can get it right answer.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to teach you guys. It's a system in which you learn content and you learn how to master exam taking. And you use it on multiple exams, so that way you can pass them all to get fully licensed. I think the direction of most study preps is wrong, in the fact that they just teach you one exam at a time, and they just teach you all the content for that one exam. Guys, these exams are more connected than not. They are literally connected. If you're taking the SIE, it has every exam on it. It has every exam that I mentioned, that every license that Brandi has is on that exam. Mm-hmm. Every single one of them. The 6, the 63, the 26, 65, 7. So even when you're on these with us, whether you're watching it on YouTube, you're watching a replay on Patreon, whatever it is, or you're doing a quiz, guys, and you see a question that was from a Series 65, you should not shut down and go, oh, well, that's not on my exam. I'm taking the SIE, especially if you're doing the SIE. They are all on your exam. And I don't say that to scare you. I'm just doing it to prepare you. There's a difference. I think a lot of times people are afraid to tell people the truth of which, they're about ready to embark on, what journey they're about to embark on, because they're like, well, I don't want people scared. I don't want them not to do it. Look, I'm the opposite. Tell me what I need to prepare for, so that way I can conquer this thing. I want to make sure I have everything in my backpack, so that way I'm prepared. So when that arises, that challenge comes up, I'm prepared to go into it, right? I was never in the military. I've never served. I wasn't, I'm not a veteran like my man Tim. I never put a bag on, backpack on, right, and went into what do they call it, a pack? I never did that and went into battle. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's like to prepare for that, but I can tell you this: they know that they're not going to have everything inside that pack. They're going to have to adapt, and they're going to have to, what do they call it? Overcome. And you get trained on how to do that, right? You get trained on how to adapt and overcome more than anything. They put you in scenarios. Guys, we're trying to do the same thing. We're trying to give you scenarios and different questions in QBanks. We're not trying to master a QBank. We're trying to show you how to get around and adapt and overcome these confusing questions. How to like overcome something that you've never seen before. How to overcome something that looks and appears like it's math, but it's not. So you can adapt and overcome. So that way you don't have to get sick when you look at that exam question that's got a lot of numbers in it, right? And I joked around and I said, some of you all look at those number questions and you immediately get diarrhea. And it's a fact, right? Some of you just immediately got that stomach ache, you know, your bottom of your stomach just drops out. You're like, oh my gosh, I wish I wouldn't have slept through math class. How do we figure out a percentage again? Right? Look, a lot of times these questions don't even have math in it. They just have numbers to throw your brain off, to get in your head. That's what they do. That's what they're about. That's what they're made to do. That's how they're written. And we're trying to show you how to not pay attention to that and look at what's really being asked, what the key words are, so you really can just focus in on getting a right answer. And this is not an exam from your high school days where you got to show your work. They don't care. They don't care how you got the answer as long as you get an answer and you're walking out with a pass notice. That's it. And some of you be like, well, don't I need to know this for my career? No. Most firms have their own way of doing things. 90% of the stuff you're test on, maybe even higher, you don't never use in the field. You'll never use throughout your career. You just need to be familiar with it. You need to know the terms. You need to know the basic laws. You need to know about some compliance stuff. The rest of it, your firms fill you in. They show you what you need to do. And most of them don't let you even go that far because it's so, it's like safety scissors. You can try to cut your finger off, but you won't. You just look like you're somebody that doesn't know how to use safety scissors, right? But they have it so that way you're protected. But you have to know the basics. So you have to go through these tests. You have to be going through these tests, and you're like, well, why do they make these tests so hard then? The reason why is, and rightfully so, you're going to deal with people's money that maybe they earned over 40 years plus. They need to make sure that the people have been vetted. They've been gone through the process. They know the laws. They know the regulations enough to where if you violate them, they will throw the book at your head. And they should. That's somebody's grandma. That's somebody's grandpa. That's somebody's uncle. That's aunt. That's your neighbor. You got to do the right thing. And if you're not going to do the right thing, then we're going to go after you, and without prejudice. Because you do know better, and you should know better because you've been tested. So there is no excuses to, like, you can't say, use this as your defense and go, I didn't know. Do the right thing, right? So it is not an easy process for a reason. It's a process of eliminating people who don't belong here. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. They want pure people who want to be here, who want to do the right thing, who are going to do the right thing. And if they don't do the right thing, they will go after you. That's it. That's all. Don't ask for it to be easier. Don't want it to be easier. We want these licenses to be of value. We want them to be of high regard. We want to walk into a room and say, I'm a financial advisor, and everybody go, what? Right? Guys, don't ever cheapen your license. Don't ever be upset that it's difficult. Embrace it, be excited about it, and you're going to celebrate it when you get this thing done. I said when, not if, when you get this thing done. So always stay the course, be consistent, and get with it. And if you can't get with it, guess what? Monday, if you're doing the SIE, we are starting the Kona Academy. You can join in, be a part of a guided program. Monday starts the process. We start with exam mastery on Monday. Then we go right into content Tuesday through Friday. And then even on Friday, we do more exam mastery. Guys, we're after this thing. We're trying to teach you on all levels on how to do this throughout the process. And some people might even criticize and be like, why are you teaching people how to master an exam they don't even know the content for? Because that's the perfect time. That's the perfect time, because you know why? You'll realize that you didn't need to know a lot of that stuff. You don't need to get overbearing when you go through the content with the knowledge of like, oh, I need to write every single thing she writes down. I need to like be able to recite it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So make sure to get in on it. Make sure to join us. There is the QR code. Scan the QR code, hit the links, join up with us. Guys, we got study guides available. We got the Kona community on the Discord. If you need some help, post up over there. Brandi hasn't been over there in a minute, but I did see some people put some stuff up in one of the rooms, but she'll be over there. Guys, it doesn't matter what we're doing. Be over there. We got great people over there. We even have study groups that are happening. I know one of them took a little bit of a dive or a vacation because one of the main guys got a new wheel put on. My man Tim, doing better. Pray for his recovery, guys. But I'm just saying, guys, join in on it. Get in with it. Don't do this whole thing alone. And guess what? And if you want to study on your own, you don't have to do the academy. We have a 21-day plan for the SIE, the 6, 63, 26, 65. And if you want to know more on what you get when you pay for, let me know. There is a video that we just did on Sunday where we did it on Evening Espresso, went over exactly everything that you get and how to get it and how to navigate it and how to do it. Already went over it. So you guys can ask me. It is free to watch. It is on the Patreon. If you join as a free member, you can get in there and you can watch that video, and it's free anyway. So what does it matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So join in on there, and you get some emails and when we do special events and all that great stuff, because we're doing some workshops pretty soon here. All right. We got a schedule tomorrow. We will be back. So we'll have the SIE Academy. It is part of the exam mastery this whole month. So make sure to get in on that. So Brandi's going to pick a topic for tomorrow. I didn't see what the topic was.
All mixed quizzes.
So all mixed quizzes. She's usually going to do a live quiz. That's right. You're going to focus on keywords. You're going to show them how to do OEMs. We're going to show you how to master, how Brandi goes through it, even with no content, with some content. Doesn't matter. She's going to go through it. 65. We got you up next. And then we have small group tutoring for the SIE, the 6 and 63 for those that are registered. So make sure that you are either registered or, you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You ready to get after it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Just taking techniques. Tonight's the night. We're going to be doing this again since we had fun with it last night. We're going to keep doing this month and finish out July strong. We might do some different stuff in August, but tonight we're going to do test taking techniques. Here's the rules of test taking techniques. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from. Just like I said just a minute ago, it's irrelevant. They're all on your exam. Get over it. Don't focus on that kind of stuff. Focus on the technique, the approach, how she broke it down, what you look at first. Why did she use no content? How'd you get that answer with no content whatsoever? How'd you do it without even, thinking? Guys, sometimes if you think less, you do better.
Mm-hmm.
That just tells you to get out of the way. Stop thinking too much. Stop thinking. Just look at what you know, the obvious, right? Look at little clues that they leave behind. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in the content, we're like missing out on the obvious. Missing out on the obvious. And if you guys played sports, your coach might have called a play, but you're missing the guy that was wide open and might not even have been in the play at all. Throw it for the score. See it? Go for it. Rule number 2, how do we get good at all this stuff? It's easy. Just like getting ready for, for anything else. You got to practice. You got to do it. 10 questions, 10 minutes, flash quiz. That's it. Minute of thought per question. And if you've been on here and you're like, yeah, right. You don't do no minute like for a question. If you've ever been on a Studying Brew where we've done a live quiz, Brandi's literally knocked out 10 questions in like 2 minutes. So it's possible and you can do it. So don't doubt it. Just stop thinking. Follow those techniques and strategies.
I'm going to do the math later.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go, Brandi.
Okay. So we are going to do teeny bit of content, but not like teaching content, but like what do I want to say? Like association or like a keyword type of thing. Right. So look, A says the price of the bond moves higher. And then D says coupon, right? And then everything else is price. So I'm not thinking, I'm just drawing this little seesaw thing, right? And this is where the content comes in, right? But it's not really teaching you, it's just plugging it in. Does that make sense? So YMCA, I remember the order, right? And then like Eric's putting in the chat, this says the price is going to go higher, the price is going to be unchanged, the price is going to go lower, and then the coupon adjusted downward. And if you guys do know a little bit of content, we know that this never changes. So this is out. Get out of here. I don't even like you, D. Get out. Boom. All right. So for this one, we're going to have to look at the question, right?
Yeah.
So all we're going to do is just plug stuff in. Okay. Your investor owns a 4% coupon that goes in there, blah, 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 moving downward, currently 2.5. 2.5 is lower than 4%, right? This is the 4 bar. 2.5 is lower. That means prices are going to be higher. Boom, done, easy peasy. I don't know why that is. It's just
Don't care.
It's just the thing.
Brandi, but why is it?
Who cares?
Do you want to get right answers or do you not?
Guys, when I did my original
Just plug it in.
I didn't understand why.
Plug it in.
I just did.
Sometimes we have to have a blind faith or just how do I want to say it? You just do it. You don't question it, you just go for it, right?
Yeah.
You map it out and you just do it.
Yeah. Don't fight. Don't fight it. Just roll with it. Who cares why? Just roll with it. Right?
Yeah.
Right. All right. That's it. Easy. Oh, right. Uncovered calls. So we know that the saying goes call up, right? Buy out of the money calls. Again, call up. Place a buy stop order below the market. I don't know, dude. I don't know. IDK. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then right covered puts that are puts down, right? You call up, you put down. This says right. This says right. These are opposite of each other, right?
Yep.
Different right.
So 90% of the time, that's going to be the right answer. One of those.
Right. So if a customer large cash position, interested in purchasing stock prices below
is a big
down.
clue. That's it. Why? I don't know. What about it? Oh, we could explain it, but why? Yeah. Don't you want to get it right?
Yeah.
That's how we do it. By the way, you average about 12 seconds per question.
That's crazy. That's wicked fast. All right. But that's it. Guys, that's literally how I got this question right. Because I do test it and it was right. All right. A private securities offering. A secondary offering. I always think of, well, first let's circle this, right? Private. Secondary means I don't think Craigslist is relevant anymore. I think people do like OfferUp now or Facebook Marketplace. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Initial public offering is first, and primary offering goes to the issuer. That's it. See that? Boom. Okay. Okay. Boom. A company is looking to raise additional capital. A company wants additional money. So because it's additional, it can't be the first.
No.
Because it's from the company, it must be the issuer. So you're out, you're out, you're out, you're.
Company and issuer are tied together, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know, now you know. Put those together. Right?
Yes. I'm just laughing at my what's it called? The way I say it.
I see one of our students, Ben Chandia.
Oh, really?
Multi-passers on.
Look it.
Brand new office he has, and it's on Instagram. I saw it. Congratulations.
You know what he said?
What?
He said on August 1st he's going to start studying for the 65.
Oh.
Day early.
Oh, day early.
What?
Look at him.
That's
saving lives financially and in buildings.
Yeah.
Firefighter. That's off the van.
Yes. Father-in-law of a registered rep.
Got it.
The uncle of a registered rep.
Yes.
The spouse of a lawyer of an underwriter. A lawyer working for the underwriter. Ooh, this is like
a lawyer working for the so there's no relation.
True.
Just a paid employee.
But they know stuff.
Who's in the building.
Right? And they have pillow talk.
Oh, well. We all could have pillow talk for all we know.
Well, that's true, but they're spouses, so I assume that we
even the father-in-law. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't cancel us.
A registered rep and a registered rep, right?
Joke.
Yeah. So if I was looking at the difference between a father-in-law and an uncle, and
Yes.
look, you guys got to take your family out of this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this
Just
right
take
now.
everybody's family out.
You're
After especially my comments.
So you're probably gonna see the father-in-law more than you're gonna see an uncle, especially as adults. I don't think we see our aunts and uncles as much.
Yeah, look, and if you're one of those people who are going, well, actually, my uncle lives next door, like, stop, please.
Right.
Stop.
I'm saying typically.
Let's just play for
Right.
kids.
See more often, right?
I think, for instance, my uncle, until recently, I hadn't seen him in almost like 20 years.
Right.
Not in
Right.
person.
Yeah, and quite honestly, guys, I see at least one of my aunts very frequently. She lives.
Yeah.
But I see my father-in-law very often as well.
I
So
wasn't gonna call out Eric on that because I know he's a Will actually guy.
yeah. So all of the following are restricted persons under 5130 except, right? So we got that good old except. Now, look, if you're involved in underwriting, you know stuff before the public.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure you're restricted.
Yeah.
Restricted from what? Who cares?
Don't know.
Who cares? Right. And then the pillow talk between the spouse and the lawyer. I'm sure the spouse knows.
Yeah.
Some things. Because, you know, when the spouse comes home, they're probably brain dumping or like
venting.
You have no idea what happened at work today.
Might not even know the names of the people, but might know
but you know
some stuff.
But you know, you pick up a thing or two.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, so it's gonna be the uncle. They're the furthest away from. You're seeing them once a year at the family reunion.
Do you guys see that? The furthest removed would be the uncle. Do you see that?
Right.
Do you guys kind of see that? The father-in-law would be close. The spouse is definitely close. The dude actually in the building, probably in meetings, would probably be close.
Right.
Not so much the uncle.
Right. Do you like I put they know stuff? Do you guys see how simple that is?
Yeah. You just broke it out. Just mapping it out and just thinking about it logically.
Yeah. They know stuff. All right. ADRs. ADRs make it significantly easier to invest in a foreign security. This is buy foreign stock in U.S. markets.
An ADR allows you to buy foreign stock in
U.S. markets.
Yeah. So if I want to buy some Samsung stock,
yeah,
I don't have to go to Korea.
Correct. Right. So wouldn't that mean that an ADR would make that easier?
Yeah.
Okay, so easier. Boom. Provide a hedge against currency risk. Do I say that in that? Is that in this statement? Can I infer that in the statement?
I guess. I don't know.
No.
I
don't.
I have no idea.
ADRs provide financial reports in English. Well, if I get to buy
I would
stock,
assume so.
Right? If I get to buy it in the US
I would assume
market, so. Oh, okay. I like that. Right.
It's like subtitles.
Right.
I'm just gonna assume yes.
And then ADRs pay dividends in US dollars. Well, if I get to
if I get to buy foreign stock in the US market, I'm probably gonna get paid in US dollars.
Correct. Thank you.
Because we're still in the United States.
Right. And the ADRs we used our American dollars for that.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know is more like a no.
Oh, the following are advantages of using an ADR when investing in the stock of a foreign corporation, except no, man, they don't protect against currency risk because guess what? The ADR is, I was going to say translating. What the heck is wrong with him today? Not translating, exchanging. The ADR is exchanging the currency for you. It's not protecting currency.
It doesn't protect it.
It does the currency.
Currency does what a currency does.
It's funny for you.
Is that one of those nerd jokes where you have to know that joke?
No, it's literally my brain's not working. Remember I said I smelled fire?
Oh, yeah.
That's my day today, guys.
Yeah. There's a fire in the background?
Oh, there's a fire.
Yeah, it's me smoking meat, Brandi.
Okay. Can sell the shares unrestricted at any time. Must wait 6 months before selling the shares subject to volume limits.
I wonder how many times Ben's had to go to somebody's backyard because they thought there was a fire and it was just a barbecue.
Can only sell subject to volume limits. must wait 6 months before any sales can be made. Check this out, guys. Have you guys ever heard us mention Mona?
It's too many.
I smell fire.
It's a barbecue.
911. It's a fire. You know how like when you call tech support and they're like, "Did you restart your computer?" And they're like, "No, we haven't done that yet."
Call back after you do that.
I smell fire. Did you have a barbecue today?
Oh yeah.
Sorry. All right. So Mona means must, only, never, and always. And usually these are not true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turns out always and forever.
Kind of not true.
It's not kind of true.
Right. So look at this. Must, only, must, no Mona. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to reveal the question. An investor having no affiliation. So no, let me get a different color. So no affiliation means no volume limits. Oops. That just purchased shares that were sold subject to 144. So they're the 144 is over. Like we're over.
So last time you go outside with no hat on.
Right? Done. Like it's over. So that means there's no 6 months wait, right? So A is the answer. And literally we knew the answer based on technique.
I would have just already clicked it a long time ago, but Brandy's working it out so that way you guys can confirm.
Today's
right?
special.
You can work it out and confirm it.
Yeah.
Because if you're in the real exam, you might already have A picked out, but you can just go back through it just like Brandy did it and just confirm. Yes, that's right. All right, move on.
That's what I wanted to show you guys, that like this technique and the content coincide.
So if you're taking the Series 63, you need to have that kind of mentality.
Yeah. Yes, you do. That's it, guys. We're done.
That's it. We did it.
See?
No burning buildings, just barbecues. No hard questions, just easy techniques. It's the same thing. Practically the same thing, I'm sure.
Same. You know, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Ben's like, no, it's not. But no, seriously, guys, we make things more than it is. We overthink it. We overdo it. Keep it simple. Relax. Go through the process. Just look at the words and what they're saying. I know it sounds so elementary, but so many times it's just not done. We just ignore the easy ones. Just look at it. What's the word say? Yeah.
Just like what Ben put in the chat. Just put the wet stuff on the hot stuff.
It's that easy. It's just that easy. Yeah. Put some water on the fire. It's that easy.
Simple. Keep it simple.
That's all. All right, everybody. I want you guys to keep it simple. Go get yourself a quiz. You don't got to do 12 seconds per question like Brandi, but at least keep it down to a minute. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Just keep it simple to how you just look at the words. What are they saying to you? And just go for it. What the heck? Why not? Try it. You might learn a new skill. In fact, I know you will. All right, everybody. We got member sessions happening tomorrow. We'll be back for the Studying Brew, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you guys. Remember, keep it simple. Practice the techniques. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.